Welcome everyone to another Wednesday night, the fundamentals to gain inner peace with your host, Coach Menachem. And here we are before Purim, before Tanis Esther. We're going to be setting some intentions, see where we are, what we're feeling, and all of our thoughts for the next few days. Last week, we did some meditation, letting go meditation, to be able to spend a few minutes without all of our bags, with all of the things that we carry around with us, our beliefs, our stories, just for a few minutes, as if everything is fine, just imagining for a few minutes that there are no stories. Blank, fresh. And so yeah, if you want to listen to the recordings are available. menachembernfeld.com. You can go listen, and it's something that you should do more often, not only once, and it helps. Just a few minutes a day. Whatever you use, whether it's breathing, meditation, self-care, all of it is needed, especially in days when things are overwhelmed, there's a lot going on, to find some time in your safe space where you can sit down, take it easy, or maybe take a walk in nature, whatever works for you. So before we start setting our intention for tonight and talking about intentions, let's get grounded. Just to take a deep breath and become aware of what we're feeling, where we are, becoming present, being in the moment. Where am I? Where you're sitting? And then turn inwards to see, what does your body feel? There's always some feeling going on. We're not here to change it, to fix it, just to become aware. Take a deep breath in and let it all out. And just do a body scan, just to become aware of what your head feels like, your face, your mouth, your jaws, your shoulders. And if you feel anything, just be aware of those feelings. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Your stomach, your feet, your legs, your toes. You can wiggle them just to shake it out. You become aware of how you feel, of where you are. Okay, that's all that's needed to become present. Just a deep breath. We connect with our breath. And our breath is always in the moment. It's always in the moment, and it's consistent. You focus on our breath, it's always there. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter where you are, the breath is there. Connect to it. In and out. So let's talk about a little bit about setting an intention. So what does an intention mean? Just the basic definition is to get some clarity. Where am I? What am I doing? Why? Why am I doing this? So it brings you into the moment, and you become aware of where you are, what you're doing, and it takes it to the next level. What do I want? What do I expect? We can set an intention. But we discussed many times, you can actually decide how you want to feel. For beginners, it might take time, but eventually you learn that we can decide how I want to feel. Wake up in the morning and you can set your intention for the day. Is everything going to work the way you want? I don't know. So yes, there's a way you can look at your day, journal for a few minutes to see what do I want my day to look like. And then you can see how do I want to respond and what do I want to feel. And let's say you set your intention to feel calm. It could help for your day to walk around, take care of what you need to take care of. When things don't work the way you want, you stay in that calm moment. And it doesn't mean it always works. And you might find yourself in a place where it's not working, but that's okay. But it's the idea of looking forward, seeing what comes up, and deciding what do I want. So setting that intention, it helps us to focus our energy of where we are, how we feel. So let's actually practice. Let's do it now. Let's set our intention for the next few minutes. Okay, so we'll set an intention. Why am I here? You're listening to me, which is amazing. You took some time off of your day. I don't know what's going on. Could be it's hectic, could be it's not. And you decided to come here and listen. So what's your intention for the next few minutes? And if you want, you can share it in the chat. Just an idea, just what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? Your intentions of showing up here, being here with me. So I'll share my intention. My intention for tonight, for showing up here, is to spend a few minutes with myself and with you to stop running, where I can relax, take a deep breath, and think about setting an intention for the next few days. That's my intention. To find some time where I can just be, and see how I'm feeling, and think about the next few days, see how I can set my intention for the next few days. Beautiful. So some of you want to set an intention to stop from everything that's going on. That's beautiful. To relax, to have easy fasts. Okay, so all of this could help taking some time before you do something. What do I want in the next 24 hours? So this is by sitting down before, when you get into the moment before thinking, if you don't think about it, if they throw you into it, then it is what it is, and your reaction is the way it is, and you're not even aware of what's going on. But if you stop for a moment and you become mindful, and then you can decide, how do I want to feel tomorrow? I will feel a little bit weak if I don't eat. Okay, and what's happening? What do I have to do? Will I manage? What do I think? Take a deep breath. We can visualize things happening. There might be kids running around, it might be hard, so you can decide if you want to find some help or see yourself in that situation. Take a deep breath and see how you can set that intention, how you want to feel when that happens. You want to feel calm, you want to be in control, you want to take it easy. And hopefully when it actually happens, you're there. You're aware of it. And this idea of setting intention is before anything. It's living on purpose. It's being aware. Why am I doing what I'm doing? What am I doing? What do I want? And then, can I control everything? No. But there is a difference. You can say a tefillah, you can daven to Hashem, I would like it to be A, B, and C, and what happens, happens. But at least you're able to project, you can be there, you can see it, and at least you know what you want. What are some ideas? Some ideas before to set an intention. You want to get clarity. Talking about Tanis Esther, Purim, even Pesach. So what's something that you can do? You might want to read something, listen, to feel connected. That's an intention. Or to explore, maybe to find time to relax. But all of these ideas are simple ideas that you stop for a moment and think what do I want? Become aware. So if I ask you, thinking of tomorrow, Tanis Esther, and then Sunday, Purim, what comes up? So step number one is just to be aware before you set any intentions. What comes up? And you can share in the chat just a word or two. Your feelings, your thoughts. For some people, it's hectic. For some people, it's not. But just to be aware. What comes up when you think about the next few days? You might be excited, looking forward, or overwhelmed. Fear of the unknown. Confused. Frustration. Hectic. These are very good words, just to be aware of where am I? That's it. Being aware of those feelings. Will I do it right? I have not, some people haven't had the best experiences in the past. How am I going to do it this year? What's going to be different? Social pressures, family time. What comes up? Just to be aware before we set any intentions, to see where I am, take a deep breath, and just be aware of where you are. Some people love it and some people hate it, and others are in between. Just to see where you are. Now, we're not judging. There's no right and wrong. If you feel that way, you feel that way, and there's probably a reason for it, but we're not going to get into it. But just to be aware. You're going to your kids coming to you, staying home alone, not coming, too noisy, you name it, you name it. So that's the first step, becoming aware. Take a deep breath and don't judge. You might not like the way you feel, but don't judge. It's okay. Now the question is, what would you want to see something different? It hasn't happened yet. Maybe there's something you can do. Maybe you can do something, you have time. Like we said, you can prepare. You can start early. You don't have to wait for the last minute. You can call a friend to discuss it. Or whatever it is, something that you can do that can make it a little bit easier. But that could also be part of awareness if you would have a button that you can press. If you can make the day look exactly the way you want, what would you like it to look like? It's part of the awareness. Now, it could go into expectations, but we're not expecting it to be that way. It's just that if it would be my choice, I would do it that way. Now, could be you could do it, could be you can't, but just the awareness. How do I feel? And if I would have a choice, what would I do? How do I feel when these ideas come up, when I think about it? And if I could press that button, what would it look like? The next step is to visualize. Now, there's two ways how to visualize. You can visualize positive and visualize negative. And they both work. You have to know what works for you. Visualizing negative, for example, you imagine everything going wrong. And you take a deep breath. And by the time you're there, it's probably not going to be that bad. So you'll be used to it, you'll be ready for it, and you'll be able to be there, be present, and say, that's okay. I would love if things would be different, but I'm okay. And you continue breathing. You can be in the present moment. You don't have to escape. Take care of yourself. That's the looking at the negative way. Another way is to visualize the positives. Just see yourself calm, everything working the way it should. Be ideal. It should make sense. And see how things are just amazing. And that's where you set your intention, how you want to feel. How do I want to feel while it's happening? And do it now, do it beforehand. We're setting an intention before I do it. What do I want to feel? And you can come up, relaxed, present, listening, observe, just to be there. And then you visualize it as if it's happening. So by the time it does happen, it's not the first time you're there. You've been there before. Visualization actually takes you to a place where you feel it's happening. It doesn't always work for everyone. I know that, but do what works for you. If it works, visualize, see it happening, see yourself there. You want to daven, you want to say some tehillim, you want to have some time. Some people have a lot of pressure because it's such a holy day, and that makes a lot of pressure. And I would say, just say one kapitel tehillim. Do something, and we can decide beforehand. If you decide to say tehillim twice, maybe you should call someone to discuss it. It might not be a good idea, but the intention is amazing. You have a great intention, but you want to make sure that it's something that's doable, that you can actually do. But sitting down beforehand, seeing what do I want it to look like, if I would be able to control it, what would I do? And then you decide what are things that you could do and the things that you can't. Sometimes we're not in control. We're definitely not in control of other people, how they're going to behave, how they're going to react. And then we set our intention. How do I want to feel? And you'll let me know. You'll let me know how that works. Especially when it's hectic, things are happening. You're not used to it. It's really every moment is different. You're not ready for it. But if you find some time beforehand and you can look at the situation and you can see how things are happening, things that you didn't plan for, and other people showing up, there's a lot going on. But at least you're ready for it. So the next 2 minutes, if it's okay, close your eyes and take a deep breath and become aware of how you feel now just by listening to what I'm saying. Does it make sense or it doesn't? And now let's set our intention for the next few days. Just visualize, think for a moment without changing anything. What do you see? What does it look like? Your initial reaction. What does Purim look like? What does Tanis Esther look like? Your initial reaction. Take a deep breath and just be there. If it's positive, amazing. If it's not, be aware. If things come up that you don't like, take a deep breath and just see it. Many times it's in our mind. And now you can see what's in your mind. It could be based on the past, but you can see what's in your mind, things that you're scared of, even if it didn't happen yet. You're worried. Just take a deep breath and become aware of it. And now let's try to visualize that everything is working out. It's just positive. You're relaxed. Things are taken care of. You're organized. It's clean. And even if it's not, it's okay. See yourself there. People around you are happy. Things are working out. Just visualize it. See if you can do it. See what comes up. See if you can have some time when it's quiet for yourself, for just a few minutes in a hectic day. Beautiful. And that's where we set our intention. What do I want to feel? Relaxed, calm, happy. Just feel okay. Being in a good mood, content. Just observing with all the ups and downs, you're okay. Just set your intention. And now comes the most important piece. After we set our intention, we let go. After you see what you want and how you want it to work, if you want things to be different, you set your intention, you want to be in a good mood, in a calm mood, everybody happy, which is amazing. The next step is to let go and let things unfold. And you're the observer. You observe, it might work, it might not work. You might see yourself calm, you might see yourself overwhelmed. It's okay. So that's the tricky piece over here. We're setting an intention and then letting go. A lot of people wouldn't want to set their intention because then they have expectations. But the reason why we want to set intention is because it makes a difference. Your energy in the room, by setting intention, will make a difference. So you want to set the intention. But after that, you want to let go and be the observer and be okay with what happens. Take a deep breath while things are happening. So beautiful. That's it for tonight. Again, setting an intention and then letting go. And you can do that every day in the morning. You don't have to wait for hectic days. You wake up in the morning, spend a few minutes, take a deep breath, and talk to yourself. Say, where am I? What do I want for my day? Set your intention and then let go. And then observe, see what happens. And especially before hectic days, you want to find some time where you can stop, spend some time with yourself, see what comes up, see how you feel. Don't judge. It's okay. Whatever comes up, keep on breathing. And then you can see how you can set your intention, how you want it to look, what you could do and what you can't, what you're in control, what you're not in control. And I'll end that that's really what Purim is all about. Not only Purim, every time, we have goals. There's a lot of things we want to accomplish. We want to serve Hashem. We want to do what works, what He wants. And that's great. That's amazing. But then there are times that it doesn't work the way you want. I guess Hashem wants something else. It's not working out the way you want. So how do you take it? what do you do? So that's where we have to let go. Obviously, there's something behind it, there's somebody behind it, and there's a certain way that has to be. Even though I'm not happy the way it is, it might be hard. The story of Purim, talking about on Tanis Esther, they didn't know that there's going to be the whole story of Purim. On Tanis Esther, the Yidden were in trouble. They were in trouble. It wasn't so exciting for the Jews. So what they do, they fast and they prayed and they davened. So again, there's that piece of wanting a certain way, doing your best, and then observing and letting things be the way Hashem wants. And then there's the other piece of when you're in a situation that you don't like, it's okay. And that's what Hashem wants. We should daven. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Tanis Esther, we're going to daven. There's a lot to daven for. There's a lot going on. So we have what to daven. We can connect a little bit. And then hopefully with Purim, we'll have everything that happened on Purim. Hopefully everything will happen for the Jews that need it today's days. And we'll see a lot of Yeshuas in Mitzvah Hashem. But that's the idea. Find some time, set an intention, then let go and observe. And take a deep breath. Thank you very much. Enjoy the next few days with the ups and downs, whatever comes up. And the recordings are available on menachembernfeld.com. We'll meet next week, Wednesday night, in Mitzvah Hashem. Thank yourself. Thank you. Thank yourself for coming, for joining, for taking some time off. Find some time the next few days for yourself, just to breathe. Have a good night, and I'll see you next week.